Some franchises aged like battle scars, fading but never forgotten. Predator was one of them, a relic of Reagan-era muscle and mud haunted by its own mythology. And yet, here we are, decades later, watching Dan Trachtenberg drag that beast back into the light again. Not as nostalgia bait, but as something stranger, riskier, and unexpectedly alive. Predator Badlands doesn't just revive the hunt, it redefines it. Trachtenberg, whose Prey already stripped the series to its primal core, now does the unthinkable. He removes humans entirely. The story unfolds on Genna, a hostile alien world that feels like the Mojave Desert dreamed by H.R. Giger. All red dust, dripping bioluminescence, and creatures too exquisite to fear. Our protagonist isn't a soldier, a mercenary, or a survivor. It's Deck, a young Yautja, a predator, trying to prove himself worthy in a universe that eats weakness for breakfast. It's a brilliant, ballsy conceit. To see through the eyes of the hunter, and realize that even monsters have something to fear. If Prey was about rediscovering the essence of the franchise, Badlands is about reclaiming its soul. Gone are the machine guns, the one-liners, the testosterone-soaked heroics. What's left is a story about identity and belonging, about what it means to earn your place when the only language is violence. Trachtenberg builds a myth that feels at once ancient and new, and he does it with a confidence that makes the film's PG-13 rating almost mischievous. There's no red blood, no screaming humans, but every frame bleeds with intensity. The violence here is art, balletic, precise, and often breathtaking. The fight choreography crackles with energy. The camera moves like a predator itself, circling, waiting, lunging. The world building is extraordinary. From the twitching flora to the glassy skin of alien beasts, everything feels tactile, lived in, dangerous. And the score, pulsing, mournful, occasionally triumphant, feels like the heartbeat of a dying planet. Then there's Elle Fanning, or rather, the duality she represents. Playing both a synthetic ally and her darker mirror, she brings warmth and menace in equal measure. Their good Elle, bad Elle dynamic echoes Cameron's Terminator duology, a reflection on evolution, empathy, and the blurry line between hunter and hunted. It's pulpy, yes, but it's also deeply sincere. You can feel Trachtenberg's love for the mythos in every scene, not in homage, but in reinvention. Even the smaller flourishes sing, a chimp-like companion who feels plucked from a Disney fever dream, yet ends up vital to the story's emotional core. Subtle nods to Alien and Weyland-Yutani that expand the shared universe without suffocating it. And a final act that explodes into a feverish, Tomb Raider-style escalation that's as thrilling as it is cathartic. For all its spectacle, Predator Badlands works because it dares to feel. Trachtenberg treats this pulp mythology as poetry, and in doing so, makes it unexpectedly human. There's humor, heart, and even a touch of romance. Yes, romance, stitched into the carnage. You laugh, you wince, you lean forward. And somewhere between the roars and the silence, you realize this franchise has evolved. Not into something bigger, but something better. It's rare for a sci-fi sequel to feel this confident, this lovingly crafted, this alive. The landscapes shimmer, the creatures breathe, and Deck, our so-called monster, becomes someone you root for. By the time the credits roll, Predator Badlands doesn't just leave you exhilarated, it leaves you strangely moved. My final verdict: Predator Badlands is the most daring, emotional, and downright entertaining entry in the franchise's long, uneven history. Trachtenberg proves once again that reinvention isn't about abandoning tradition. It's about finding the pulse beneath the armor. It's not just the best Predator film in decades. It's one of the best science fiction films of the year.